स्टीम पे नॉर्मल सेल चल रहा है या कुछ इवेंट सेल है? 2K25 स्प्लिट सेक्शन। इस ट्विस्टेड लाइव आइकर इस लाइव है। क्या कर रहा है वो? ओ क्रिकेट। लॉन्चर का अपडेट आया था एपिक का। ऐसा क्या अपडेट है? कुछ दिख तो रहा है। रॉकेट रेसिंग का क्या हुआ वैसे? एक वो रॉकेट लीग की रेसिंग वाली गेम थी, क्या नाम था उसका? रेड डेड भी खेलनी थी। वो गई कहाँ गेम? वो तो टॉप प्लेड में भी नहीं है। डेड है क्या वो गेम? क्या क्या नाम था उसका? रॉकेट रेसिंग ही था शायद। कितनी बढ़िया है ये। मैंने ये ट्राई भी नहीं करी। आज मिजुकी की स्टोरी और थोड़ा एक्सप्लोरेशन में भी, या वेस्ट। अरे वो करना है, कॉम्बैट इवेंट। रेजन इज नॉट कैप्ड, और ये शायद इसी की स्टोरी का वो चल रहा है। हाँ ठीक है।
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
अब देखो ना आए जो अब कोई सुबह। ये कहाँ लगा रखा है मैंने? ओके, नेटलैंड में लगा हुआ है क्रिस्टल का। टी पॉट भी चल के देख लेते हैं एक बार।
This realm.
अब देखो ना अब कोई सुबह। बोर्ड भी बाय कर
If you
सकते
ever
हैं अब। पहले बोर्ड नहीं खरीद सकते थे शायद। ये जो बड़े वाला इवेंट है देखते हैं उसमें कुछ नया एडिशन है क्या? कोई सुबह तेरे बिना। अभी तक तो जो रिवॉर्ड्स थे वो तो क्लेम हो गए हैं। चलो शुरू करते हैं स्टोरी से।
remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Huh? What's that? Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Is it
थोड़ा तेज नहीं चल सकता? ये इतना लेफ्ट राइट क्यों हो रहा है?
She doesn't look well. What just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split. Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for? True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here.
That girl? भाई हम
If
पूरा
I leave
इवेंट
now,
कर
will
चुके
I
हैं।
have enough time?
How many times do
There's no going back if I...
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
I'm fine. Delicious.
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us...
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up.
Dream? When did that... Whoa!
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the Traveler to literally come to me in a dream. Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself. My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Hey, it's that little critter from before!
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream. Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing. You should call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now...
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you...
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology. While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without no...
So, Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that real?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless. But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded? Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally...
It's probably because the Traveler has too many good drinks.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse. Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and...
That's where I work. You'll find the address on... This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too? Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We...
खाने में क्यों पड़ी रहती है? पहला स्टेप हुआ है अभी, इंट्रोडक्शन.
Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place. It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never got inside.
Oh, are you here to visit the ISA?
Ooh!
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little over...
You're So you run the place, huh? And
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. And now, do you have an appointment?
we have a VIP.
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give you...
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a mate.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. Please, head on in.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello? I'll be right with you.
No way.
Oh,
You just
you
fell.
okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the... I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself.
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my first customers today, so...
Why is she so Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku lady.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bath?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after, but a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through.
Subtext being, you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she...
Shion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very...
Will do! That's my...
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is old?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age. Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this...
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Xion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon.
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier.
Oh,
Secondly, Xion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
All right
Food
then,
के आगे तो कुछ
please
सुना ही
follow
नहीं
me. Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Xion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further. Please, come with. There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right? Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. That's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet. Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you. I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others.
यही तीन थे.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I
क्या
want
चल रहा
you
है
to
काला जादू?
completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice. Traveler, come over here.
इधर. इतनी डार्क स्पेस में कहीं भी आवाज लगाई.
Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Regret caused by missed opportunity. Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves.
ये भी सॉक्स पहन के
That is where
पानी
I
में.
am.
आया का मिस्टेक चल रही है इनकी भी फिर से.
Holding my hand tight. Those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, and as you return from the wilderness. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little...
How you getting along, traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels...
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help but Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikui Baku just, like, sneak into your brain?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care.
That sounds super.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as she. How are you feeling, traveler? Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Yes, but that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost.
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my... Fine by me. As long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand. Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs.
Oh, that sounds... You know, this place provides a really great service.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, I think the travelers recovered from the
Miko?
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never...
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all of...
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares...
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular. Although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to... Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how...
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation. I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City.
Surely you know...
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old...
Miko's acting all mysterious.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the human. Who is this aim?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out—
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll—
Then why don't we go and...
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Exactly. You provide an amazing...
Huh. Well, now it just—
Sure thing! Just look...
Bring it!
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai.
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait.
97.
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Hey, good idea! It looks like there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find. Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too?
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using it.
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, I said...
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Amura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble—
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Amura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any—
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now.
No, you don't need to do and just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up.
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took— Oh, so rude. Your counseling session—
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case,
Go on.
well, Someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper, even more amazingly. All the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Huh? What a ridiculous...
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch?
ये डीमन स्लेयर जैसा क्या था ये मल्टीपल डोर्स
Traveler, it's almost time! That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap. All right, now time. Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our...
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the...
What?
Because Imura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy. That's why. He's gone.
We've been away...
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Imura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude.
Drat. We should have barged in after all. Yeah, no...
Take it easy. So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only...
Yep, at least that's what it's called.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issue.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal—
Is that why he's doing this? To steal... It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have...
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he's...
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now, what...
Well,
Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention.
Amora Chuya?
It's him.
Wait, that guy?
What is it? What about?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against.
Sounds like he.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yai publishing house, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letter. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yai publishing house to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yai publishing house practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what they're—
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing—
You—
Wow! How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his— It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here. So, I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this— Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the
There's no point hemming and.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session.
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait, those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse.
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were so chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time.
Of course it did. You were a huge help. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP
Oh, true! Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's Hey there, Mr. Aikawa! Do you have any idea where
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's... Oh, remember the place... This should be... What? Why is Mizuki crying? I'm like... Well, firstly...
Ah, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just...
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of, like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all... So when I'm...
Does that...
Oh, most Baku have a very poor... I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then... Yes, they were led astray by some swindler.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Traveler, if I really could make you for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from... Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. but you showing that you... Anyway, it's much too late.
Alright, good night!
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment...
ये इतना धीरे धीरे बात क्यों कर रहे हैं यार? जल्दी जल्दी बात करके जल्दी खत्म नहीं कर सकते क्वेश्चन? इतनी देर बात कर रहे हैं आराम आराम से.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
अगले दिन 8 बजे. कितनी बची होगी स्टोरी? 1 घंटा तो हो गया करते हुए.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment. Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an...
Huh? How come?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional and point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams...
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both.
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigen.
Lead the way.
Bring it.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the...
Hey, you 2! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of...
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh.
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life...
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last... Although, Paimon can believe what they're saying. They don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares.
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little...
Whoa!
entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with...
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukita seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his life. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to... Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, but those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yet?
Not really. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to...
Mizuki?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's Dream confirms that. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible...
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little.
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready.
This isn't...
You do remember what happened last night, only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart.
भाई इतनी
You can't quite put it
साइकोलॉजी
into
अगर ये
words,
हमें गेम में ही
but you
बता
fe-
देंगे.
Please, stop.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly, at least, as...
All right.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday...
काफी बोरिंग है वैसे ये स्टोरी बस यूजुअली कैरेक्टर स्टोरीज काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होती है लेकिन ये वाली
Is he
बहुत
trying to
बोरिंग.
hide?
They really don't know anything?
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask him.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad drink... Honestly...
Don't forget, we want to book... So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved. And the...
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help, but still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find... The last thing I want is for you to...
don't worry.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance.
Very good.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one... 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed... Wait, there's no time... She's usually somewhere.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts. You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you...
Aha! So you did bring him up...
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining...
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
Oh, and
क्या
after
ट्रोल
the
आवाज
lengths
में
I
बोला
went to
इसने
get you
पीस
that
एंड
location.
सॉलिट्यूड.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday.
Welcome,
For
bhai,
example,
welcome,
a guy
Raleigh.
matching
Welcome,
Amura
Rishi.
Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once.
Wait, what? Emura
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same?
Based on everything.
All right, well.
Really?
This was the delivery address he gave to the publishing house once. When he placed an order, the warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him.
You've got a point.
I'm just glad
You mean Mizuki?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seem to be in a great...
Oh, right. Come on, let's
Hopefully ये last होगा बस. कहाँ रह रहा है ये?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki!
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out. So, this...
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell...
Then that confirms it. So from here on out, stay close.
We'll be...
ये last phrase आ गया जहाँ पे वो domain entry type होती है.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of
What
eyes
in this
staring at
travel
us.
is this?
Calm, yet repressed. The sun...
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emera Ichigensai should be hiding deep.
कहाँ चल रहे हैं हम? अरे?
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Time to say hello. Not too far now.
Gotcha. Game's up.
क्या गेम प्ले बना रहे हैं ये कैरेक्टर्स का बिल्कुल ब्रेन डेड.
Tell me what you see. Farewell.
By royal decree,
कुछ ढंग का बना लो भाई। क्या उड़ रही है मस्त और घूमते घूमते मार रहे हैं। माविका भी घूम रही है। Alright, did you see the banners yet? हाँ कल आ गए थे ना banners.
You found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some
Chongyun,
friends with you. Please,
Charlotte और एक और
forgive my
कौन है
lack
शायद?
of hospitality.
मीका। उनमें से एक ही है मेरे पास, मीका। तो अगर मेरे को वो दोनों मिलेंगे, चोंगयन या शार्लेट, तो सही है, क्योंकि वो दोनों ही नहीं है मेरे पास। एक कॉपी भी नहीं है।
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite.
Please, do not call me by
वेपन
that name
का नहीं देखा
anymore.
मैंने, लेकिन ये 4
The
स्टार
old me was
कैरेक्टर्स तो देखे थे।
plagued by
फुरीना भी
negative
है।
emotions. But I have parted ways with them now.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of.
Your perspective is
What's so funny? Don't you know you're
harming people. That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective. Even if you cannot afford me the same.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
They aren't making shit this bad. I would be surprised if this is the worst banner money have ever. I think नहीं होगा, worst तो नहीं होगा, क्योंकि फुरीना बहुत लोगों को चाहिए और राइजली का फर्स्ट रीरन है, तो I don't
As you
think
can see, Miss
इतना बुरा
Mizuki,
होगा।
all my
बाकी पता नहीं।
psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must
वैसे
thank
जो
you for your
फ्यूचर
attempts to
कैरेक्टर्स हैं,
diagnose
बहुत
my
लोग
condition.
फ्यूचर कैरेक्टर्स के लिए
But
वेट
I see
करेंगे, तो
now
हो
that
सकता
the
है
truth
उस
is
मामले
far
में भी
simpler than you were. All
लोग
my
पुल ना
misery
करें।
was merely a consequence
बट
of
आई
human
थिंक
frailty.
इतना बुरा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि
I could
राइजली और
not hope
फुरीना
to remove my emotional impurities on my own
फुरीना तो
strength.
काइंड ऑफ मस्ट हैव है।
I lived in fear and anger.
एंड
Fear that I
राइजली का
was not
फर्स्ट रीरन
worthy
है,
of other
सो
people's attention.
पता नहीं, देखते हैं।
I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to.
I would be delighted.
कुर्सी भी डाल दी भाई बंदे ने। भाई अब मैं चिक चिक नहीं सुनूंगा यार, बहुत देर से बकवास चल रही है। बहुत बातें हैं स्टोरी में, कुछ है ही नहीं बाकी,
First
सिर्फ
is a
बातें ही कर
soldier
रहे हैं।
with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing, as the fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, but after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the person you were when you first came to my practice only... You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as what...
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired... Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Hyman knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen...
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the...
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me.
Something's appeared.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I've wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet...
So it is...
What is...
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew, but it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a...
Likewise. Yumenazuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never... Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our... But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you...
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
कोई नहीं अपने पास ये रहा नहीं अबे
What's happening? Hyman's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
दिख तो रहा नहीं हम भाग कहाँ रहे हैं
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
पकड़ यार, रुकना जरूरी है क्या मिडिल वाले पे? अरे अब तो यार काजुअल आना चाहिए था। मैं सोच रहा था काजुअल ले लेता हूँ। काजुअल ले लेना चाहिए था। अबे ये भी तो है मेरे पास। इसको तो मैं भूल ही गया था।
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
अबे क्या बकवास है, मैं पहले वो हो गया हैं? गिरते ही जा रहा हूँ। तो गिरना ही था।
I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights.
We've been. Remember the fragrance we smelled? He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare.
Eat this.
Not only.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting in. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his.
It's so.
That's what happens if you leave. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this.
Wait, but.
Where the light is.
If I say it's your fault, it's your. You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand.
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so. oppressive.
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this.
Aww.
We shouldn't stay here.
Ha! I won! That guy? He never. Let's keep playing.
Wow.
Nope.
What is this?
It's his sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, by isolating these negative, if we want to restore balance.
Oh, so that.
Well done, Paimon.
Aw.
I need to find a way to separate the negative Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears...
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare. It's all right. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from this.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here.
फाइव 5.5 में चेंजेस आने वाले हैं ना, सैंक्टिफाइंग एलिक्सियर के।
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this...
Amazing! Suddenly...
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one.
He's...
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing. You cannot...
यार इससे लड़वाओ, इसको पहले और चले भाई। क्या है
What is this place?
I can't believe it.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even with... This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind.
Mizuki?
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself if he succeeds.
Then we know what we need to do.
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of... Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach.
Sweet dreams?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
अबे यार यार ये 5 तक तो उंगली जाती ही नहीं है, 5वें कैरेक्टर तक तो। क्यों नहीं स्विच कर पा रहा भाई मैं?
Not too far now.
Through the echoes of the valley. Quietly now.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go! Sweet dreams!
Take it easy. Bust it.
Wings of darkness! Letting grave names echo!
Go! You're free now!
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods. And thank you for lending.
Turn that frown upside down.
अरे यार इसका ई स्किल।
Sweet dreams.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky. Thank you for All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are they
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But which means we're running out.
No problem.
Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax.
हाथ में ट्रे लेके चल रही है। अच्छा
The alacrity with which you walk into my trance amazes me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? This is not me.
Not yet, it isn't. Let the
phantasma.
Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
My royal
Sweet dreams.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their all the while these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions.
Incorrect. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotion, but I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them. This is the path to a
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here. What? But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is a precisely... Now here is a question well worth thinking about. If we allow the humans themselves to decide... Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
अब हमें इंटरवीन करना चाहिए या हमें पता ही नहीं चला।
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the pop. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace the negative? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles.
But the whole reason I wanted to be... Traveler. These feelings. So that's how... longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet... despair. Caused by failure. Icy regret. Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And after all these flavors comes sweetness. Long before you ever... the power that you have gained by processing everything from your long... The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
मेरे कैरेक्टर तो देते मुझे तो मैं देता हूँ उन्हें all of I got. उन्होंने बिल्ड ही चेंज कर दिया पूरा. अच्छा एम्ब्लम दे दिया. अरे बाप रे इतना ज़्यादा क्रिट डैमेज. उफ. स्टैमिना खत्म हो गया मेरा. डैश करते करते अटैक डॉट. मरने तो वाले ही नहीं है शायद.
Halloween thunder.
Finally.
Impossible! With just one person.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this.
Don't mention it. What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him.
So you mean...
We've got to wake up.
But how?
This should be high enough.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes.
कटसीन कटसीन तो दिखाएंगे या सीधे बाहर फेंक देंगे? हाँ, कटसीन.
Hold on tight. The Yomeko Ibaku are getting to work.
ये पर्टिकुलर कैरेक्टर स्टोरी बहुत बोरिंग लगी मुझे. भाई 2 घंटे की स्टोरी.
It's finally... Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad? Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they... As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones. And most happy dreams are short and fleeting. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad, which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't... I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Ibaku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat, or how many... Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to... If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't... So I must thank you. Because after meeting you, I finally... And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up.
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the movie?
Huh?
ये वाली टू बी ऑनेस्ट बहुत बोरिंग थी ये वाली. क्या बात करनी थी क्या उसे? छह बजे तक वेट करूं और अभी क्या बज रहा है? 1 घंटा बैठा रहूं यहाँ पे. ये ओरोरॉन के लिए कोई अच्छा ग्लाइडर नहीं मिला है अभी तक. और ओरोरॉन का ये जो एबिलिटी ग्लाइडर है उसके अलावा तो वो भी एक ग्लाइडर होना चाहिए वैसे. काफी सही है इसका जो स्टैंडर्ड ग्लाइडर है.
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going
हो गया इनका
on?
बिजनेस.
Why are there so many guests?
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the pit.
Morning, you two. What?
Yes, please.
Then I better get you another VIP pass.
Awesome! In that case, very important, Paimon.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So effective.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give...
Is there a reason you're here, lady?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo. The gentleman who your fellow Yumekui Baku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regret...
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help... Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secret. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for...
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed... Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much... I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my...
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone, here's your new VIP pass.
ओह लेट्स गो. अरे ये तो वो नहीं है, शीतलाली वाला बॉस है ना ये तो. हाँ ये तो यहाँ का बॉस है. ये मिजुकी का एसेंशियल बॉस है. अच्छा, नेटलैंड का बॉस मिजुकी का. ओके ये वाला ग्लाइडर। अब रेजन स्पेंड कर लेते हैं 30 और हो गया है। 30 में तो कोई बॉस मार सकते हैं वीकली। काफ़ी टाइम से मैंने मारा ही नहीं है कोई भी डोमेन का बॉस। कारा मार देगा 7 4 7। चलो स्कैरा ही मार लेते हैं। स्कैरा मारेंगे ताइनारी टीम के साथ। यही टीम है ना? वैसे तो जोंगली है हमारे पास, तो हमें याओ याओ की ज़रूरत नहीं थी, बट it is good to have a healer. Divinity is mine.
Let it be known.
भाई
Divinity is mine.
मैं हर बार इसकी सही लाइन सोचता हूँ, इस बार मैंने बोला वो ही बोला।
Churn!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Midnight, fantastic.
Insignificant pest! Stabilize.
One with the force.
By royal decree.
Enshroud. At my command, you shall fall.
भाई लेकिन कुछ भी बोलो, सुमेरु की जो क्वेस्ट थी ना, उसका कोई तोड़ नहीं है।
I am the all-knowing God.
One with the force.
Burn to oblivion. Solidify.
जोंगली है भाई, डरने की जरूरत नहीं।
Is pain.
यहाँ खड़े होके मैं मारूंगा।
Can't see. Time to pull some wings.
ओए, अरे शील्ड रन आउट हो गई।
Now, your eyes have been opened.
मैं ध्यान नहीं दिया।
Good riddance.
I think याओ याओ की अर्थ से हो जाना है। देखें।
Uglay, you're up. Go get him, Uglay.
One with the force.
Not possible.
Odds reveal.
Stabilize.
Don't be scared.
I'll uproot you.
की बर्स्ट में डैमेज तो बढ़ता है। ओए बिलेट मिल गया भाई और स्वॉर्ड का है। नाइस। ड्रॉप्स तो मतलब पता नहीं किसके लिए चाहिए ये वाले पीसेस, बट बिलेट मिल गया। नाइस। ये क्या आ रहा है? अच्छा यहाँ पे अब ये स्टोरी की क्वेस्ट दिखाते रहेंगे क्या? मारो सोसाई कहाँ है? या इधर भी इसी टीम से देखें क्या होता है। डोमेन बफ नहीं मिलेगा कुछ भी। डोमेन वाला एचपी वाला कुछ है। एचपी घटेगी बढ़ेगी तो क्रिट डैमेज है।
And Shroud! Yeah, I hear everything! As you wish, Mainfoot. Solidify! One with the forest! Yeah! Yeah!
Odds for be. Don't be scared.
Can't see? I'll uproot you! Yeah! Yeah! Stabilize!
टाइम तो ज़्यादा लग रहा है।
And Shroud! Yeah!
Time taken is very much. Tainari I guess सोलो या मैक्स टू मैक्स 2-3 वाले में ठीक है। HPR CR ओके। नो सबसेट्स। 4 स्टार भी उतने खास नहीं है। इस टीम से टाइम लग जाएगा 2-3 बार करने में। करना ही यार। खड़ा क्यों रहता
Let's
है?
nip that in the bud. Can't see? Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You're up.
Gather. One with the forest. Yeah. Yeah. I'll uproot you.
By royal decree, stay put.
Can't see?
Solidify!
You're up.
As you wish, Mainfoot. And Shroud, I hear everything. Yeah.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I think याओ के एप्लीकेशन में भी का मतलब कंपेयर टू नहीडा काफ़ी कम है। आई थिंक ताइनारी का हर एक हिट एग्रीवेट नहीं हो रहा है शायद। जियो विद HP CD ओके। अरे डबल डिफेंस यार क्या करूँ उसका। कोई नहीं हमें बस आर्टिफैक्ट करना पड़ता है। नहीडा बॉट। आई थिंक याओ अच्छा डेंड्रो यूनिट है बट ताइनारी के साथ चलाने के लिए थोड़ा सा डेंड्रो कम है शायद। हो सकता है गलत भी हो ये टेक बट
Stabilize.
Oz revealed.
And shroud. I'll uproot you.
Wings of darkness. Come. Stay put.
Solidify.
मिस कर दिया मैंने शॉट.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Don't be scared.
Gather.
I don't think every arrow will react, and there should be ICD. आज तो एक भी अच्छा आर्टिफैक्ट नहीं मिला. रोलेबल है ना ऐसे. ये तो बेकार है. ये बेकार है. अटैक नहीं, हीलिंग बोनस, डबल डिफेंस नहीं, एचपी नहीं, एचपी नहीं, नहीं. 4 लाइनर विद हाई रोल, ये फिर भी रख सकते हैं. नहीं 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 नहीं. डिफेंस विद सीडी, अटैक सीडी एचपी नहीं. एलिमेंटल मास्टरी एचपी नहीं, एचपी नहीं. अवेलेबल. अरे यार रोल तो करना पड़ेगा. ये क्या मिनिमल रोल्स है? क्या है ये मिनिमल रोल्स? देखना. हीलिंग बोनस. नहीं, मैं रोल नहीं कर सकता इसको. नो. ये तो सारे वापस ही डाल दूंगा मैं सिवाय गॉबलेट के. ये लान पीस पॉसिबली, लेकिन डबल डिफेंस भाई. डबल डिफेंस डरा रहा भाई. खतरनाक. इसमें भी डबल डिफेंस है. और रे बाप रे, ये मैं सैक्रिफाइस करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. इतना डिफेंस डाला कि उन्होंने डिफेंस का मेन पीस ही दे दिया कि लो पकड़ डिफेंस. डबल क्रिट, पायरो गुड, अटैक गुड, डबल क्रिट, गुड सबस्टैट्स, रोलेबल. रोलेबल पीसेस को रोल करके एलिमिनेट करना काफ़ी सही रहता है. मतलब मज़ा आता है. HP, ER, CR. I have no need for this. Let's just throw it. इसको रोल करते हैं. अरे डिफेंस परसेंटेज होता तो मैं एक बार को फिर भी रख लेता. इसका देखें फोर्थ स्टार्ट क्या आएगा. ट्रेड में भी. और भाई साहब देखते इसका एक रोल करके क्या होता है. ओनली सीडी चाहिए हमें, ओनली सीडी. चल हो गया बस. चल एक और देख लेते हैं. वो डबल मिल गया ना इसलिए कर रहा हूँ, वरना नहीं करता. सीडी. अच्छा अब 7.8 का रोल जा रहा है भाई। एक और रोल अगर खराब हुआ ना इस पीस का, एक और रोल खराब होते ही मैं गिव अप कर दूंगा। चल चल 60 डिफेंस हो गया तेरा, बहुत बढ़िया। डेड। इसको रोल करते हैं, 16 नेक्स्ट डाल देते हैं इसमें। ये लान के पास अभी क्या है? अभी उसका सैंड्स ऑन सेट है ऑफ सेट है? ऑन सेट है। ऑन सेट विद ओनली 24 CV बस विद ER, बट इसमें कोई सबस्टैट्स नहीं है। बट ये 4 लाइनर है। छोड़ो अभी नहीं करेंगे, बचा लेते हैं उस पीस को। एक उसका रोल करते हैं, राइजली का पीस रोल करते हैं। कहाँ है मीका? अच्छा मीका को नहीं दिया क्या मैंने आर्टिफैक्ट्स? मैंने दिए थे फिर शायद मैंने हटा दिया आई गेस। सर्कलेट रोल करते हैं कोई। ए मानस अस्सी का मेरे पास सीआर सर्कलेट नहीं है। हाँ हाँ डेड हो गया ये पीस। बहुत ही बढ़िया गया ये पीस। क्रायो कोई इतने खतरनाक है नहीं मेरे पास। CD यार, CD 4 रोल नहीं है। इसको रोल करके देखते हैं यार। वो पीस तो डेड हो गया यार बिल्कुल। ये अभी कितने रोल रहते हैं इसके? 2 रोल। 2 रोल में अगर 6 भी चला जाए तो भी 20 CV। रुको इसको बचा लेते हैं अभी। प्लीज ओनली CD, ओनली CD। आई 4.5 रोल गया है। मिन रोल है शायद, नहीं 4.6। हाँ ऑलमोस्ट मिन रोल। अबे यार ऐसे नहीं बनेगा भाई। राइजली आर्टिफैक्ट्स ग्राइंड तो करना ही पड़ेगा। इसका मुझे सर्कुलेट ही निकालना पड़ेगा। आई थिंक सैंड्स तो है मेरे पास।
I created another universe and founded paradise, for I...
दो अटैक सैंड्स है, कोई एक तो अच्छा जाएगा। एक मिनट देना, मैं 1 सेकंड में वापस आया। अब वो कॉम्बैट वाला इवेंट रहता है लेकिन उसमें बहुत टाइम है अभी, तो उसको कर लेंगे आराम से। और क्या रहता है? रेजन उड़ा लिया हमने। डेंड्रो का भी करना है यार, एक दिन डेंड्रो भी पूरा कर देंगे स्टैचू।
Keep up.
डेंड्रो का स्टैचू, स्पाइरल और आई गेस बाकी तो हो ही गया।
Keep up.
रेपुटेशन भी सारी मैक्स्ड है। कोई स्टोरी कर लेंगे। हैंगआउट्स और स्टोरी रह रहा है। अब कोई अगर और कोई हिडन अगर वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट होगी तो वो रह रही है। अब देखो ना आए जो कोई क्रायो के पत्थर तो होंगे शायद हमारे पास। आई थिंक क्रायो का एक ही यूनिट है जो 80 पे है। अच्छा लेला भी है, बट लेला इज नॉट कंसिस्टेंट कैरेक्टर। किया तो फिर भी ले सकते हैं। तीन फोर स्टार रहते हैं, चोंगयुन, शार्लेट, लैनियन, और उनमें से 2 हो सकता है मेरे को नेक्स्ट बैनर पे अभी पुल करते करते मिल जाएंगे, शार्लेट और ये चोंगयुन। बस लैनियन रह जाएगी, लैनियन जब भी आएगी बैनर पे या नेक्स्ट उस पे लैंटर्न राइट। मैकेनिकल गियर भी अभी लग जाएगा। राइजली को शायद वही चाहिए होता है। बुक्स वगैरह में तो शायद मामला सेट है। हाँ, मोरा भी ठीक ठाक है, कम नहीं है। क्लोज टू 9 मिलियन है, ठीक है। ओह, डायनारी के नॉर्मल अटैक्स काफ़ी तेज है। अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट्स ऑफ नो यूज। क्योंकि चार्ज अटैक मारना है। 99 थोड़ा सा रह रहा है एक्सप्लोरेशन। यहाँ पे कहाँ रह रहा होगा एक्सप्लोरेशन? मुझे 5 नहीं 10 मिनट का टाइम चाहिए. मैं AFK रहूँगा. I'll be back in some time. अब तक म्यूजिक तो चल रहा है. You guys can listen to the music. I'll be back in some time.